Hello friends, I am Dr. Ujjwala Desai, working as an assistant professor at PS Modern College of Pharmacy, Vigdi, Pune. So today we will see the experiment monochrome staining technique. So before we move to the actual experiment, we will just see the theory of staining techniques. So how a stain is made up of, or what are the components of stain. So basically a stain is composed of two components. First is the chromogen and second is the oxochrome. Now this chromogen is the colored compound, but single chromogen cannot be called as stain. It requires oxochrome to get converted into stain. Now what is this oxochrome? Oxochrome is a chemical compound which has the property of ionizing the chromogen, and it allows the chromogen to bind to the fiber or tissues. Thus, the presence of oxochrome is very important for a chromogen to become a stain. Now this chromogen, it is composed of two components. First is the benzene and second is the chromophore. Now benzene is an organic colorless solvent, whereas chromophore is a chemical group that imparts color to the benzene. Like for example, in case of aniline, if aniline is a colored chromogen, then in that case the benzene ring will be your colorless solvent and the NH2 amino group present at the 1 position is the chromophore, which is imparting color to the compound. Now we will see the staining techniques. Now staining techniques are basically classified into two types: simple staining and differential staining. In simple staining, we use only a single stain or a single dye, whereas in differential staining, we use two or more stains. Now the simple staining is again divided into two groups, that is monochrome staining and negative staining. Monochrome staining is the staining where the background appears bright and the bacteria gets stained. Whereas in negative staining, the background is dark and your cells become colorless. Now in case of differential staining, it consists again different types of staining like gram staining, acid fast staining and visualization of structures. So in gram staining, the bacteria can be differentiated into gram positive and gram negative bacteria depending upon the type of stain it retains. The gram positive bacteria appears purple in color, whereas gram negative bacteria appears pink in color. In case of acid fast staining, the bacteria can be classified or it can be differentiated on the basis of acid fast and non-acid fast bacteria. The acid fast bacteria appears pink in color and non-acid fast bacteria appears yellow in color. And you can visualize different structural components of the bacteria. So instead of staining the whole bacteria, a particular structure can be stained and it can be visualized under microscope. It usually includes flagella staining, capsule staining, spore staining and cell wall staining. So when you go for these techniques, only the flagella, capsule, spore and cell wall will be visualized. So you can see the structure and morphology of those particular components. So now what are the requirements for monochrome staining? First is the bacterial suspension. So whatever bacteria you have to observe under microscope, you have to prepare its suspension in saline solution and keep it ready. Then you will require a glass slide, a nichrome wire loop, marker, crystal violet stain and microscope. Now what is the principle behind monochrome staining? Now the cell surface is usually acidic in nature due to the presence of carboxylic group. Now the cell wall is made up of proteins and lipopolysaccharides and peptidoglycans. Now if it is made up of peptidoglycans, obviously proteins will be present. proteins contain amino acids and amino acid contains both amino group and carboxyl group. The carboxyl group are oriented outwards and when they ionize, COO minus, that is negative charge, is developed on the cell surface. The basic dyes which we use in monochrome staining, they carry a positive charge. So when the dye ionizes, the positive part of the stain, it combines with the negative charge of the carboxyl group and thus stains the cell surface. Now here you can see the surface of the bacteria is negatively charged and the Na plus molecules are observed due to the sodium chloride solution which is present in the bacterial suspension. So when it is combined with methylene blue chloride, which is another example of basic stain, then it will ionize into Mb plus and Cl minus. This methylene blue, which carries a positive charge, will be retained on the surface of the bacteria and NaCl will be removed. That is, the sodium molecules will be removed. And thus the bacteria will retain the stain and appear colored, that is blue color in case of this stain. Next, what is the procedure involved in this process? First is you have to clean the slide. You have to clean the slide with water and then with a disinfectant solution like alcohol. So in order to remove any microbes which are present on the cells on the glass slide surface. Then second thing is preparation of smear. So before you prepare a smear, you have to mark the area with the help of marker and the middle of the slide so that you will come to know where the smear has been placed. Then you have to prepare the broth culture. If you are using the bacteria from the broth culture, then you will have to first prepare the bacterial suspension. So for that purpose, you will introduce the nichrome wire loop on the flame and sterilize it. After sterilizing the nichrome wire, then you will put it in the broth culture which contains the bacteria. Then you will transfer that bacteria into a saline solution and keep the inoculum ready. In case of solid media is available containing the bacteria, same procedure has to be repeated and small amount of the bacteria culture media is to be transferred into the fresh saline solution and the inoculum is to be kept ready. After this inoculum is ready, you will introduce the nichrome wire loop, sterilized nichrome wire loop into the inoculum tube and transfer that inoculum on the glass slide and under the marked area, and you will spread it inside that marked area. Once you spread it, allow it to dry and then heat fix it. Fixation of smear is very important because what you will be doing is after addition of stain, you will wait for 2 to 3 minutes and then you will wash off the excess stain. So care has to be taken that while washing off the stain, the smear is not washed away. So in order to prevent the washing of the smear, you have to heat fix this. So for heat fixing it, you will pass the glass slide through the flame 2 to 3 times so that that particular smear gets fixed on the glass slide. After fixation of the smear, you will add 2 to 3 drops of the crystal violet solution and allow it to dry. Once it gets dried, you clean it under tap water to remove the excess stain and allow it to dry again. Then put a drop of oil on the glass slide, that is white liquid paraffin or cedar wood oil for magnification purpose, and observe it under microscope. So now we will see the actual procedure performed in the lab of monochrome staining technique. We will see the procedure for monochrome staining technique. So first of all, I have cleaned this particular area where we will be performing this experiment with the help of disinfectant, that is alcohol. It is necessary to clean the whole area and disinfect it in order contamination. And we will be performing this practical in a place between the two burners. The reason behind performing this practical between two burners is you can prevent contamination of the bacteria. All those bacteria which are present in the environment or in air, those will be prevented. So this is our slide. Now on the slide you can see we have marked the area where we will be taking the inoculum. And what is inoculum? Inoculum is a bacterial suspension. Inoculum is a bacterial suspension. So here we have prepared this inoculum. So what we will be doing is we will be taking this nichrome wire loop. This is known as a nichrome wire loop, which is used for inoculation purpose. So first we will have to disinfect this wire loop. So we will be disinfecting it by placing it in the burner for say 30 seconds till it becomes red hot. So all the microbes which are present on this wire loop will get killed. Here you can see that the tip is turning red hot. Okay, so now we will insert this loop in this microbial suspension. And we will place the drop in the area marked over here. We will spread it so that thick smear is avoided. Once you do this, you will heat fix it. The heat fixing is necessary to fix the bacteria on a particular slide. So this heat fixing can be done by passing the slide through the red hot flame 3 times. Now you can see it is completely fixed. Now we can see that the stain has completely dried inoculum. Now we will be adding stain into it, which is the crystal violet stain. We will be adding 2 to 3 drops of crystal violet stain on it. And allow it to dry for 1 minute. So this 1 minute will allow the bacteria to absorb the stain and get colored. So after 1 minute, we will wash off the excess stain. And allow the slide to air dry. After complete drying, you can add a drop of oil on it, cedar wood oil, for more magnification and view it under microscope, that is 10x. Now after your slide is ready, you will observe it under microscope. So the image which you will be observing under microscope will be like this, where the bacteria are observed in the form of clusters, either pink, blue or crystal violet in color. In this way, you can observe different bacteria by monochrome staining technique using different basic stains. Thank you.